Greetings, humanity. I'm Jim, and apparently I'm still alive. Which came as a great shock to me, really, to find that out. No, I had a clue that I might still be around. Yeah, I've been dealing with medical stuff for about the last month, and so I have not streamed from this channel for about a month. I've been doing stuff on other channels, but I haven't done anything on this channel for a little while. I am still dealing with the medical stuff. I've been having pain attacks, and we're working on figuring it out. We've got ideas, and there's a little bit of promise showing, and so we'll see kind of what happens. But that said, this is a bit of an experiment. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to do this tonight. We will see. I may have to dive off if I start feeling off. We'll find out. We'll find out together. But in the meantime, welcome. I am, of course, doing Frostpunk because it's a very easygoing and calm game. What kind of a fool tries to relax by playing an apocalyptic building game? Who does that? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Yes. Good luck. Thank you. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, no, I'm just give it a try. This game, strangely, is just, it's a thing for me. We're gonna give it a try and see if I can just keep going. So like, my plan currently is to try to do this for about an hour, and then we'll see how I feel, and if I feel okay, I might push on a little bit longer, but we'll see. We'll just see. We'll see where we are. I'm gonna try to pick up where we left off. I am currently playing The Last Autumn, which is one of the DLCs, and when I left off about a month ago playing this, I'm gonna turn this down just a hair. The music, it's a little loud. Okay, and since then they've now put in Frostpunk 1886. Learn more. I think they're doing they're doing an updated version of the original game now that they're releasing. I guess Frostpunk 2 hasn't been doing that great. I don't know. If I click this button, though, it's going to take me out of the game again, probably. No? Announced. Add to wish list. Oh, okay, that's it. All right. I understand. I've seen a tiny bit about this, not very much. So I guess we'll see. See how things go. Yeah, I may be a tad more subdued today than normally I am. That's just, the adult frame. That's how this works, especially when one proceeds into one's 50s somehow. I don't know how this happened. It just happened. Death by what? Cold? I don't know. I mean, it was cold. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. I still have to play Frostpunk 2. Maybe then I'll know. Death by committee, probably, actually, from what I hear. But you've got a lot of people you have to appease. Frostpunk 1886 was announced in, that looks like April. That sounds right. The original Frostpunk experience is being reimagined and expanded with new events, mechanics, and I'm amazed I was able to read that much of it. Lawn? Lore? Lava? Not sure what that word is. Within a new purpose path. We're committed to launching the game in 2027. That's impressive. I was able to read all of that except this one word. And I could click on this to get, this in actual print of an actual size that I could read, but I find it more amusing. The Altars is available now. We're thrilled to finally announce that the Altars is now available worldwide. Play on Steam now. I have no idea what the Altars are. Not sure. Live, laugh, lava? Yeah, it's probably lava. I don't know what it is. Anyway, laws. It's laws. You can pass laws in the game. So yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. It kind of makes sense to an extent because they're sort of going back and there are things I think that they were starting to figure out in these DLCs that I think they probably always wanted. So then they feel like they always wanted, or that they realize later that it's like, this would have been so cool if we'd had it from the beginning. And, throughout Frostpunk 2, maybe they were figuring that out, and so it's like, okay, let's do that. I think there's a third path that they're putting into, besides just order and, or discipline and faith. I think they might have a third path. Apparently, Roger is saying about the Altars, it's like a worker placement sort of sim, except all the workers are also you from other dimensions. Oh, okay. Like alternate selves. Okay, I gotcha. All right. Okay. And one of the problems with what I've been doing, I'm going to just jump into the game. One of the problems that I've been encountering is I have had less energy recently because of everything that's been going on. So it's a thing. Foragers can explore the land and set up camps which supply the construction site with food for a few days. And which is why also I have not been, to make place for more buildings near the construction site, build a sawmill and cut down the trees. Which is why I haven't really been running a lot of games. I am doing one or two one-shots, but that I will talk about more at the end. I'll talk about the point of that later. Yeah, that's why I've been primarily just playing in games for a little while. It's like, you can... I'm good at a level where I can just sort of sit back and not talk most of the time. Here I am talking most of the time, which is, again, is why I don't know how long this stream is going to be tonight. But we'll see. I ran a couple of panels at... I was the only one there. I hosted a couple of panels... three panels at Con Carolina's last weekend, and they took it out of me. Each one just took it out of me because it's me sitting and talking for like an hour. And I'm gonna hopefully I've improved since then, but we'll see. We'll find out. So as far as our current goals are with this stage of things, current stage, this is the building site where we're getting folks from, I believe, Liverpool that are coming out to for their eventual future, place to flee to when the snows come. This is the last autumn is a prequel, and this is us trying to build a generator. What's annoying is. Also, this is a new monitor. I've changed main monitors, since I started. And the spot where I have the camera, unfortunately, is exactly where they're placing a couple of stats I wanted to be able to see. The little ridge of the camera is covering those stats. That little bottom gripper on my web camera is covering those stats, so I may shift from time to time as I try to figure out what I'm looking at. Okay, we have 1 steam core and 29 device name. We'll figure that out. Anyway. In any case. Yes, we can call that technical difficulties. Yes. That's basically what it is. ECS 5 no right. Welcome. Thank you for coming. We're sort of playing this very I'm supposed to be avoiding stress. Is a thing I've been discussing with my doctors recently, and I'm of course playing this very, very calming game about the end of the world. So that's basically what's happening. But in any case, right now we're in stage 2, where we're building the foundation of the generator that's going to provide power and heat to our future far northern colonies. We've already built the machine shop. We already installed the pressure valves, and we just are we gotta install the tower pump. Our deadline is day 25. We're currently in day 17. We're about 4 days ahead of schedule, which is awesome. What's our deal here? Just looking at the project overall. 60% of the way. You know, we already did set up the shaft structure. We're building the foundations now. We need 10 of these things. Steam exchangers. See, we have 20 some odd structural profiles, and we need 10 steam exchangers to make the tower pumps, apparently. So nothing settles the nerves like a good old-fashioned dystopia. Agreed. That's what I always say. But then we'll move on to Heart of the Generator, and we'll, deal with that when we get there. That's the construction overview. We're gonna need right now it's horribly dangerous at that site, and that's because we don't have all of our safeties together. Let's see. So right now we're 75% of the way through doing safety improvements, which improve workplace safety at the profiles manufacture place by 1 level, which will be helpful for when we manufacture more profiles. Alas, we've already got that for the machine shop, which is nice. Which is where we build the steam exchangers. We need to have those. And they're 20 steel apiece, which is the problem. We don't have a huge supply of steel, and that's kind of, I believe, what I was last trying to secure. We have one of the messages to myself was to watch everybody we've got coming in. We've got 11 more workers coming in about a day. And this is the next food shipment where we're okay for food. We got about 3 days worth of rations. And then we've got foragers out. 2 teams of foragers out. Why are there 2 teams of foragers out? Probably because we just exhausted one of our sites. Here we are. So, yes. So these folks are headed about 5 hours away from the mountain lake where we're putting fish back on the menu now. Going back and forth between venison and fish. These folks I have heading down to the railroad track, I presume because why am I sending them there? And Because I was assuming we were going to either the Krevnej or the Trapper's Cabin. But, I guess I missed that we have the Three Graves site here, which is much closer to either of those. So it's 9 hours to get there, 12 hours to get there, but that's going to shave time off it, because, like, the Trapper's Cabin is a day and 7 hours from here. The Krevnej is 22 hours from here. But if we go to a site that we've traveled to that is closer, then, 12 hours, that'll shave off some time. Maybe I didn't see it when I made my last choice here. Maybe I thought the railroad track was the closest. Don't know. The cabin. Looking down the railroad track, we see a huge silhouette. That'll probably be important. We'll have to when they get there in another 12 hours, 11 and a half hours now. I'll have to figure out, which way to go. But that's a problem for future me. Current toxicity level is medium. Toxic gases concentration will rise tomorrow. That's wonderful. It's going to be so problematic. I've got people here manufacturing profiles for some reason when I should have them over here making exchange. Well, I need steel. I need more steel. We don't have enough steel. We need a lot more steel. It's a problem. Okay. That's right. Oh, God. And part of the reason is I'm hoarding steel because I'm trying to get to the difference engine level to unlock this level of research, which requires 75 steel. We need so much more freaking steel. Ridiculous the amount of steel that we need. There's a supply of steel right over there that we can't touch. I don't know why not. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe after, maybe after we clear away the rest of these trees, we'll be able to get there. I know. 384 to go. Probably not entire trees, just units of wood. Okay. I have nobody working here at the site again because I need 10. Need 10 steam exchangers. I will never remember what everything's called because, ADHD. That's how it affects me in particular. This is Council Square, where the workers get together and decide not to do anything. Workers' idea. There's nothing to do after hours. Ask London to send us the Sangha Circus troupe. Voted down. I gave them a pub. They've got a pub. For goodness sake. They want more? I can't give them more. Like, the most I can give them now would be bare-knuckle bouts. Which, yes, that reduces discontent, but, people can get hurt. I can't pass this law for a while. It's a thought. Then we'd have to host a circus troupe. I don't know. I'm glad they voted that down. That's terrifying. I didn't realize that I was going to get to see these ideas in here. That's awesome. Okay. So I kind of see where we're going with this. I'm glad I checked that. I need to get more steel somehow. We have our reloading station, which we have people working at for 24 hours. We have a second pile of steel that is being gathered from by folks at this gathering post. It's closed right now. But I guess if we could put another reloading station here, then that would help. Of course, the problem is that that would take up the one steam core that we have, which we're going to need for other things, which I think was something I was talking about before. That said, though, if we really need the steel... How many people I have working here? 10. I have 15 working here, round the clock. Or rather, 7.5, 7.5. However that goes. All right. It's a thing to think about. It is a thing we could do right now, maybe. Gather more steel to gather more steel. So we could put a regular reloading station. Is that a regular reloading station or a steam reloading station? That's a regular reloading station. Here we have a regular reloading station. Here we have a regular reloading station. So if I put a steam reloading station here, that'll be faster, yes? So a regular reloading station... we don't have enough resources to do it by itself. We need one more steel to do that. But we could just upgrade that one if we wanted. We need yet another steam core. Yeah, we need that needs 2 steam core. It's ridiculous. What is the increase? Let me check. So the reloading station... Quickly gather resources piling up at the docks and transfer them to the stockpiles. It just grabs the stockpiles faster, I guess, right? I have them working 24 hours at the docks. I do not. We could try that. This would be, like, I'd love to build one here, but, we'd need another steam core. And I just sent for workers and not another steam core. We can give this a shot. Famous last words. This is a good time to build it, too. We go ahead and upgrade this. And see if we can get steel coming in a little faster. Build! And let's hope you don't require more workers once it's built, once it's upgraded. Are we nervous? Just a little. What is our discontent situation? Temporary conditions. We made a couple of unpopular decisions that'll be going away. Oh yeah. When these people arrive, we'll need to make sure we have housing for them. And currently, 32 vacant beds, 17 of them in the care house. So, we'll have enough to make that work. So that means I think we've got 15 left. Currently, we've only got 11 people showing up. In the tents, we'll have enough people showing up. Hopefully that'll do it. Build. Okay, and safety improvements have been researched. Great. This now, 1.5 per hour. Is that faster? Well, no, it's not very efficient right now. Because they're heading back to work. Having fun at the public house, idle. Going to eat, idle. Going to a sermon. Attending a sermon. Going to work, going to eat, going to work. Yeah. They gotta get back up to full. Now that's better. That's better. Are you having fun? Ah! Are you all having fun? Alright. Not that far from the pub. Why do I keep scrolling out? I'm trying to scroll down and see all the people in the pub. Okay. So this is doing better, hopefully. That'll improve the steel gathering. Which... Still want to make a couple of profiles. I guess we can. Ah! Okay. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna transfer these folks to their new destination. Okay. Oh, they've made it to the mountain lake. That tells me very little aside from that I just gotta set up camp. Okay. We could stay here longer and catch... There's plenty of fish in the lake. We could stay here longer and catch them. The camp will deliver 80 raw fish, raw food, every day. 720 raw food over the next 9 days. Set up camp. And they will now bring us the... Did I just destroy the... Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Just checking. Okay, no, they made it. They made it. We've got the raw food. Good. Okay, set up camp. Good. Okay. There's a thing where you can't... When they leave the previous camp, they create phantom selves that go and continue to make their last delivery. It's very strange. Transport's out there. Okay. Back to the construction site. We also have a fishing pier here. A fishing harbor. And folks who bring in, who go out to fish, who also get food for us. Which doesn't do quite as well, but it does something anyway. Let me see. Coal balance. Just using just underneath what we're making. What's our steel situation now? 166 per day. Plus 46 from the gathering post. I guess we'll figure it out eventually. Okay. I guess maybe it's just a question of cutting these trees down. Maybe that is what needs to happen. Maybe. Let me check something. If I were to put a gathering post... It's not in range of a gathering post, apparently. I'd have to I'd have to put the gathering post like there. And I'd have to somehow build a street that goes out there. I don't know of any way to do that. Maybe there's some sort of advancement we can eventually make that will get us there. Let me see. Allows us to supercharge the steam exchangers used at the construction site to speed up work on the generator. Each use advances progress by 10% and costs 5 steam. That's not bad. Wanted we could start working on that. Additional foragers, not really necessary right now, I don't think. Resources, charcoal, kiln, thermostat, as if we want more to make more coal out of excess wood. See what we need. Like advanced docks might do something. Advanced reloading stations. something involving... Part of the reason why I want to get this going, the difference engine going. Because, like, I want to be able to gather things more efficiently. We can actually do these tier 4 technologies. So yeah, we're gonna hold off before we start up our thing. I know we've got. Oh, no, they're not even working around the clock right now. Okay, are you working around the clock? You are, but nothing's happening right now because we're waiting. We're waiting to accumulate enough steel. Work, damn you, work. Are you going to work? You're going to work. So, 8.9 per hour, 10.4 per hour. That's nothing to sneeze at. Working at 130% efficiency due to our current excellent motivation. This is good. We'll figure out what we need to do. Sanger Circus Troupe. What are things looking like at the labor union? Keeps an eye on the safety conditions in all workplaces. You might want to do something to reduce the strike risk soon. We currently have 20 people working in an unhealthy site. At least it's only unhealthy. Right now it's safe. This one's unhealthy. But I've got 20 workers, but they're not doing anything because we don't have the steel. How much steel? 20 steel. I could take them off of that to work and do other stuff for a little while. Like, there's no point in having this open and having people working there. Not this, and having people working there. Just sitting idly there while we're waiting to make more steam exchangers. But the amount of steel we've got coming in is good. This is good. This is helpful. If only we could have 2 of these. But we need more steam. I'm going to go ahead and save the game. It is the morning of day 18. And it's raining. We'll be real happy about that. $75. Okay, folks. Here we are. 5:40 in the morning. I'm adding new research. We are going to ascend and begin our research on the difference engine. And we're out of steel. What a surprise. Currently it's saying about 10 hours. We'll wait and see what happens. Huh? Some things went down. Okay. They're waiting somewhere. Let me... And... Now I've got to make a decision. Okay, they made it to the 3 graves. So... I can send them down to the trapper's cabin. Might be another food source. That's 9 hours now. Or if I send them to the Crève Neige, that's 10 hours. Part of me just wants to knock this out first, just in case it's another food source. I mean, we've got 2 of them that we haven't tapped yet already, so I mean, it's not like we're going to need it immediately. At the same time, though, if I send them up, you know, here is, I think, more story. Might be much needed stuff, not sure. Also, let me check something real quick. I forgot to mute something. But it's not the thing I forgot to mute. That's okay. Do that. Okay, back to this. Okay. Good. So there's plot over here. And down here there's... I mean, just so it doesn't keep messing with my head, I'm going to send them to the cabin. And, you know, there might be stuff there we could use. Who knows? Anyway. I don't want false hope later on. When it's like, when I've tapped out the entire map and, like almost the entire map, and I'm like, wait, there could be something more there. No. There's nothing, Jim. Nothing. When work time starts, I'm going to need to check the safety levels again. See where we are. I'm going to go ahead and close this. I'm going to turn it off so that the workers don't have to worry right now. I'm going to take them out of there, which I know, just, you know, time-wise, yeah, that's less for them to have to worry about. Yes. We are still at medium. You are still safe. Good. Okay. Finish making these profiles so I can have a number of profiles that I currently cannot see. 31? We'll have 31 profiles. Probably wanted 32 profiles. But in any case, more steel coming in. This is good. Should we start making these? 20 steel apiece. Well, do we need to build anything else? Not for another day or two. Maybe we should start making those. Why did I take these workers out of here? What's wrong with me? Doesn't matter. Let's send them back. And, I think what I'm going to do... It's safe, apparently. So we have 2 ventilation plants running. That's probably got something to do with it. Oof. Yes. Making me nervous. Where are we? We're at 43% on this. Yeah, let me go ahead and just freaking do this. Let's make a couple of these. Why don't we? Since we have more steel happening and we need to freaking do the, you know, actually do something with our, with, you know, the building of this site. This site, which is currently unhealthy. Will probably be even less healthy tomorrow. Oh yeah, let me check. We've got these workers coming in. No, we're fine. We're fine. We have enough empty space. Okay, I remember. I checked that already. Shall I go ahead and do 2 more Why not? Now they're not making any more of these. We'll make one more of these. So that we can use them to make protective structures, if nothing else. We're finally making steam exchangers. Okay. The difference engine has been researched and a thing has come up. At the pub, apparently. Let's find out what the problem is at the pub first. End the disease. Ah. A group of our people decries your decision to carry on forced medical examination of prostitutes. You punish the victims of a vice, and the men, guilty both of the vice and the suffering of these women, go unpunished. This has to end. Shut down the House of Pleasure. Huh. The medical examinations are kind of important. They just want to shut down the House of Pleasure. The House of Pleasure will no longer raise motivation. Motivation will fall. We can't do it. Discontent will... We can't afford it. Discontent will rise. I don't want motivation to fall. These people are going to get additionally ticked off if we say we can't afford it. The alternative, of course, is sending people out into the street to hit each other. That'd be great. This is an interesting question, right? Sort of depends how one views these things. But, if they see... The thing is, yeah, the medical examinations are not meant as a punishment, but they see it as one. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to try shutting it down. We'll see if we'll see what happens to our motivation. And if nothing else, I saved. Wow. That accounted for a lot of motivation. That's messed up. Now, if we have people back at the pub, just doing pub things... that's gonna... That brought all of our... that brought our efficiency down. That brought our efficiency down. That brought our motivation down. Brings down our efficiency. I've still got... I've got more cooldown time, another day of cooldown time before I can have another evening service to raise motivation again. That was a lot. I don't know if there's going to be another law I can pass to up motivation. It just reduces discontent. Which I'm thinking about. This just deals with gravely ill. Collective bargaining. Negotiate with all workplaces currently on strike. Official doctrine. Oh, that's actually a problem. And motivation will rise if we use motivational speeches, but that's another thing. You know what? I think I'm going to undo that. Yes, I know. Save's coming. It's a terrible, terrible thing. We can't afford it. This is another unpopular decision. But, you know, we gotta do stuff. In the meantime, the difference engine has been researched. We now have access to more things. Such as safety improvements on the foundry. Where we make steel composites. We don't have a foundry yet. We have a profiles manufacturer and a machine shop. We haven't even built a foundry yet. We're gonna need a steam core to build that when the time comes. We can redesign our templates though. More efficient set which reduces the material cost by 20% and time required to make them by 50%, which I think is a great idea. We could start on that. We can have boosted forager carts. Make foragers move 100% faster. That'd be nice. Advanced fishing harbor. More efficient source of raw food. Increase their catch. Infirmary checklists. People heal 15% faster. That's always nice. Resources. Let's see what these things do. Advanced docks. Allows us to build advanced docks which unload resources from the ships even faster on 3 piles. 3 piles. It just makes a 3rd pile for us to have to mess with. I mean, a single gathering post might be able to get it, though. Or I'd have to move the gathering post. It's a consideration. Gathering optimization. Thanks to better work organization, reloading stations will be 10% more efficient. That could always help. And we haven't done stuff with the charcoal kiln yet. Because we don't have a charcoal kiln yet. Okay. This looks best to me right now. Making these cheaper. At the cost of 30 steel. But then again, this assumes we only make like 10 of them. We might make more. We'll probably make more. Allows us to supercharge steam exchangers, use the construction site to speed up work on the generator. Oh yeah, yeah, that's what we'd need them for. It'd be real nice. Okay, yeah, I can see it now. I'm seeing a path here, a pattern. This first, then this. Yes. So it's cheaper to make, and then we have this in place where we can use. Yeah, so we'd be motivated to make more of them. Advanced docks would be nice. We got a 3rd pile of steel. We can. I'm just thinking entirely of steel right now, but even though we're also bringing in coal and wood. We have a 3rd pile of steel we can use would be great. Gathering optimization. Gathering optimization probably first. Before we do that. Okay, forager carts would be nice. These all would be nice. We're going to do this first, I think. Alright. Ah. Greetings, Pope. Hey, how's it going? How goes Dystopia? It's plugging along slowly. I'm jumping in a little bit tentatively, seeing how I do. Doing a stream at this point. It's been about a month since I last streamed, and so I'm seeing if my mortal frame can take it right now with all the crap I have going on. I'm a little more tired than I used to be, and so we're seeing how things go. Thus far, doing okay. I'm going to try to stream for a little longer tonight. Been going almost an hour. I seem to be okay. I'm gonna try another half hour, I think. But foragers have reached the trapper's cabin, so let's look at that. Yes, please be kind to yourself. Doing my best. Pope knows I need to hear that because he knows that I'm the person that I punish the most. Thank you. I appreciate it. But let me go ahead and save here. Okay. Sturdy and shielded from the prevailing winds by the rock. Might be food rations. A cozy refuge. A cast iron stove stands beside a desk and a sturdy chair. 2 books lie on the desk. On the Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection or the Preservation of Favored Races in the Struggle for Life by Charles Darwin, M.A. and Voyage au Centre de la Terre, a novel by Jules Verne. There's also a crate of canned food here. These are good books. We'll read them someday. But for now, let's take the food. Food and a couple of books. But the interesting thing about this, though, tells me that whoever's cabin this trapper, was bilingual. Which was there was a problem we ran into earlier, where we ran into a French outpost, and they didn't understand what we were saying, and we didn't understand what they were saying, and I don't know if this is attached to anything, but we'll take the food. Okay. We now have rations. Okay. So, Clevenage is 17 hours away, alas. Would this be closer? 5 hours. Yeah, because it was only 10 hours. We can shave 2 when we did this from here before, I think. If I remember right, when we looked at it from here before. So that'll shave off a couple of hours if we go by way of the 3 graves. So we'll do that. Look at all these places I've already explored. It's just drained the map. Anyway. What are we doing? It's 1438. They finished making profiles a while back. Profiles? Protective structure. Yeah. Structural profiles, yes. And, so now, what do we have happening? Might be interesting to put them on the docks, make the docks 24 hours and put them on there. That's not going to make people happy, but, might be interesting. We have some people free, even, currently, for some reason. More people are coming in. I mean, ultimately, we're going to send everybody here once we have what we need over here. We will soon have 4 Steam exchanges. We need 10. To get rolling at least. And then more to speed things up. Okay. The thought. How are we doing here? 296, 4.7 per hour. Tempted I am. Anyway, to improve the docks. What are we doing right now? We're redesigning templates. Yes, yes, so that those are cheaper. How soon will those be ready? Well, maybe you should actually look over here where they're doing the work. About 7 hours. Yeah, we'll make more of these. That's probably the best thing we can do right now. But I am sorely tempted to make the docks 24 hours as well. I just don't know if that's going to help. Because right now, I think we're just pretty much, we're pulling as much as we can from here. As fast as we can. And like upgrading the dock, when we have the ability to do that, might make things a little faster as far as this is concerned. The gathering post, maybe? We need things we don't have. We need steel. We need so much steel. Alright. And that just started. Make another one. While we can. In the meantime, we have 3 people free. Currently looking like no chance of going on strike. There's nobody here. Because we need 10 of these before we can actually put people over here and actually do the work. Very worried about the concentration rising. See, you're already full of coal over here. How are we doing down here? Still got a lot of coal to gather. Just increases the amount they're getting at. I think our only hope is going to be to build more of these. We need more steam cores. We need many more steam cores. Also, I mean, upping this to 24 hours might not be a terrible idea. Just so we can stockpile some of this coal a little bit more efficiently. Because I know we're going to need a lot more of it as time progresses. I want to add one more. We're going to have 5 in a little bit. Actually, they're going to be off. They're off work now. Doesn't matter. It rains once more. Don't know. Don't know if we want to gather more coal. We've got the resources right now, though. It might not be a terrible idea. How are we doing with bringing in lumber? We need a heck of a lot more lumber. Not really. I think we're doing okay. Just getting everything in place. That's the tricky thing. I can't put more people here. I can't put more people here going around the clock. That's not going to work out. Yeah, we're pretty much stuck where we are as far as all that goes. Like, I could put more engineers here. I know. I'll put a couple more folks at the pub. Because I have them right now for whatever reason.
Quitting time. Workers, leave your tools in order.
We got folks here gathering at the reloading station. I know another shoe is going to drop soon. Transport has arrived with 11 workers. Yay. Good, good, good. We will have things for you to do very soon. You know what? Yeah, let's do this. We want so much steel. Currently, yeah, we'll do this temporarily and set some of them over here gathering steel, because that's, you know, the best we can do right now. We don't really have, and I can assign them to this. I don't have them making anything right now. Not really useful. Unless I want to put them over here and make the coal reloading station also 24 hours. There's a lot. There's too much. Would that be more efficient? It might. I mean, look at our stockpiles. They're not that great. I mean, they're okay. 3 days worth based on what we currently have. So if we make more bathhouses, that's a little bit more. But if we ever need to make more yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Famous last words. Oh, right. I gotta... Krevnij. Go to the Krevnij. Krevnij. There we go. Also, now I can send more people. I can order another shipment. We're going to need more people to do this work, and we're going to put them there very soon. But it would be nice to have another steam core. The boss hungers for steel. How many more? It's like... It would be nice to have another steam core. But if we do that, then... We're definitely going to have to downsize when we, take from a bunch of places when we... We already have... We're probably going to yank people from the profiles manufacturer. We're going to yank back the folks that we put 24 hours over here. We're going to be whittling stuff down. It would be really helpful for more people. But that, of course, will slow down our ability to gather the raw steel that we will need to keep things going. Or keep things going faster as the toxic gases build up and slowly suffocate our workers. I can't think of... There are, we can temporarily put protective structures in place while they're there. That might help counteract it, but it's not going to be great when that goes up. Hmm. Getting a steam core in a day would allow us to build another reloading station over here, just a regular one. And that would make it faster. That would free up the people at this gathering post to come and work at the reloading station, basically. That really wouldn't do much. Then we'd have a bunch of steel coming in. I feel like that's going to be a little bit more of a luxury. I think more people for now. I think we should really go for more people right now. So, like, if we do that, then we can get 11 people coming in. And, hope for the best. That we'll have the necessary power of humanity to do enough work here that the work will go faster. Yeah. I think that really needs to happen first. So we're going to order a shipment of people. Shipment of workers. There we go. Getting them here as soon as we can. Granted, I guess I could have waited a little bit longer until, like, you know, had them arrive, like, in the morning so that, could have built up a little more time, I guess. Who knows? Anyway, it's fine. Food shipment just came in. That's good. They're slowly catching fish on top of that. How much longer? Not much longer. Cookhouse isn't even full right now of employees. It's engineers working there right now. We've got the spare engineers. We could put them over here. Make that go faster too. Okay. Redesigned templates have been researched. Now let's see what's next. So, engineered rice and beans. Yes. They're overdoing it constantly in the cookhouse, so I'm not sure what they're doing. It's very strange. I should just turn the other workshop 24 hours and put them in there. They'll be real happy about that. Just move some of those workers out of one of the places I'd put them in. Put some workers in there to do the work, because they can. Let's see. So supercharge was the next one. Speeds up work on the generator when we use 5 steam exchangers for it, which I'm all for that. Because we're going to need to be able to do that. That means we're going to need to build a bunch more of these. Ooh. They're halfway through making the last one for 20 steel, but now we can make them for 16 steel. Obviously, this is the one we're going to go to. We can almost sign a new law now. We have to make some decisions about that. 10 an hour. Okay. Law time? Let's see. So like under labor, if we go official doctrine, workers' councils are great fonts of innovation, but too often they go astray. We need to control which of their ideas are publicized. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after 2 days. It's a 2-day cooldown. Motivational speech increases motivation, which would be a nice tool to have. Ideas will no longer have negative consequences, which sounds nice, and motivation will rise slightly. This seems good, especially if we go back and we look and see, what was their idea next? Equality means equal representation. Half of the workers' representatives should be women. Okay, but that was voted down. Ah, Victorian era. It would have been, they would have stumbled across perhaps a good policy if they had not voted it down. Oh well. Deacon. Okay. Coming back over here. I can see that having negative consequences. Administration. Once again, we're back to this. Prostheses shipments. We don't really have any amputees right now, but we do have 3 people in palliative care. Where is the care house? Right across the street from the graveyard. No residents. Apparently they're fine now. So we didn't have to, no one's lost a limb yet. At the same time, though, it's bound to happen, especially as we start working on the generator again. That wouldn't be a terrible time to get that in. The alternative being medical repatriation, which is, can't afford to feeding those who can't work. Therefore, the amputees shall be sent back to London into the care of their families. Which we send all of those folks home when that happens to them. Short doomed commute. Yes. So I think the prostheses shipments might be a better idea. We can order them through the telegraph station. It takes a day to get here, but that's a lot faster than I've been able to get prostheses going when we had a factory for them in the main game. They'll be able to work again. So I feel like that's a good idea. A day, it's a little less than 2 days, though. Company funerals. Sending bodies home will cost steel instead. But it does increase motivation more. Bare knuckle bouts. Things aren't quite that desperate yet. I can get it back after a day and a half. Or, this one. Get that motivation going. Low risk of death by overdose. Yeah, let's not do that yet. Yeah, I think, honestly, it'll either be the prostheses shipments, or I go ahead and I sign this, this official doctrine to fend off negative consequences. Which, we know we're going to have those within the next couple of days, potentially. At the same time, though, I'm kind of keen to see what ideas they're going to have. What bad ideas are they going to present? And I kind of want to unlock more of this tree. So I guess the question is, which thing do we think we're going to need sooner? I think if there's one thing we can count on, it's for building stuff at the generator to always take longer than we hope it's going to take. So I think I'm going to assign official doctrine. Greetings, Sphinx. Hey, how's it going? I'm not streaming for a huge amount of time tonight. I'm still not quite back up to full. I've been having medical things going on. I'm doing a little bit to see if I can. I think we're going to do this. This first. Because I feel like we're going to encounter bad ideas first. I'm going to do that. And then the next one will probably get prostheses shipments. Oof, hope it gets better. Thank you so much. Ah, here we are. Workers' councils will now... Ah, I didn't read it while it was on the screen. Oh well. That's okay. We won't be silenced. That's censorship, pure and simple. Are they upset? Are they going to strike? No. Strike risk none. Oh, Workers' Council is helping that. Hey. Excellent. Good. And yet motivation went up? It's a desirable law. Who desired the law? If they're complaining, I don't understand. Oh. I mean, some scouting work will silence you pretty well. I am sure it'll be fine. They're so happy. In another hour and a half, they're going to get to explore a French thing. I'm sure everything is fine. So we have more of this going on. And we've got like 162 freaking steel right now. This is good. This is very good. I think I'm going to just put this on the agenda. Shall I? Shall I just do this? We'll need 5 more over here. Ah! Clavnage? How do you spell that? E-I-G-E. Okay, let's see what this is about. Clavnage. An enormously huge locomotive lies on its side. It's a view both majestic and pathetic. They might have steam cores and steel composites. I swear. If this is another of those situations where they're like, these aren't yours, you shouldn't take them. Because I will feel morally obligated to not take them if that's the case. Okay. Let's explore. What a waste. The engine is unbelievably huge, like a beached ship. It is overturned when the ground gave way under its massive weight, and the tracks buckled. There's an inscription on its main boiler, Clavnage number 12. The French have built 11 others of these? Clavnage, I think, does translate to Snowpiercer, by the way. Or something similar. Surely the French have a taste for dimensions. Pity that the land has let them down. Now we can only salvage the resources from this magnificent machine. Sites discovered, freight terminal and icy plateau. Cool! And we get 2 steam cores. And 5 of these other things. Excellent! Excellent. I'm very happy about that. And there's not even an option to do anything else. Excellent. Good. Good. The question now, though, is do we immediately bring them back to the city? Sorry, the site. The building site. The construction site. Or do we continue to explore from here? We have an icy plateau that's 10 hours away. The railway track we follow leads towards an icebound plateau. We have a freight terminal. Tracks lead toward a large warehouse on the horizon. I mean, I'd love to see what else is there. Not gonna lie though, we could really use those steam cores. Because then I could build... With 2 more steam cores, I could build an... I could build another of these. Another steam reloading station. And then the steel would come in all that faster. All that much faster. I'm very greedy for steel these days. That's a... More steel! It's like, I want to come back and, how long would it take them to get to the construction site from here? "19 hours. Be 19 hours to get back to the site. Generator 113. But at the same time, I know. Like, we start using them right away, then that would be very helpful. But that said, if we find like people out here or refugees or something, then that might be workers. We could bring them in. I think I am going to go ahead and have them explore a little bit more. Though the yearning for steel is definitely there. But I feel like we don't want to lose sight of our other options. I'm going to go ahead and do this for now. And I've saved the game anyway. It doesn't matter. We can come back and be greedy if we so desire. That took a lot, by the way. Resisting temptation. That was a lot. If we queue up 5 of these. Oh, geez. I didn't realize that was going to take away the ability to finish that one that we were working on already. Damn them. I didn't want to lose that work. I mean, I'm sure we got the steel back, but still. Time. Go ahead and take the steam cores. And out here. And not hit that button. Just like wait until we got 11 more people coming. Just, wait a little bit longer. How many people do we have working here? Not the medical post. At the workshop. 5. Only 5. That's because it's the other one that's around the clock. 8. That would free up You know, getting those people on, that would free up the necessary engineers. Something also wore off that dropped some discontent. That's good. Motivation is looking excellent currently. This is good. Oh, it's the morning of day 19. Ah! Supercharge has been researched. Oh, and the toxicity level went high. Okay. And the gas, it says it will fall tomorrow, whatever tomorrow means. Okay. Give us just a moment. We need to fix this situation. The safety level will improve by 1 when the ventilation plants get going. But I can also decide if I wanted, use one of the, use like safety procedures, which will slow things down, but it'll help at least a little bit. Might want to just get folks out of here because I don't have them doing anything right now. Though I guess I could. A couple of things. Supercharge has been researched, which is great. 1 second. Just gotta fix something over here. Ah, yes. Good. Okay. That's dealt with. Okay. So we'll now have this ability. When the time comes, we have the supercharge ability, which costs 5 steam exchangers. You can only do it once every 2 days. But it advances work on the generator by 10% every time you do it. That's not bad. We just need to make a few more. Which, now that they're cheaper to make, not bad. Advanced supercharge. Allows us to supercharge steam exchangers used at construction site to speed up work on the generator. Each use instantly advances work progress by 20% and costs 5 steam exchangers. Hey! We could just start researching that immediately. I mean, these guys going faster would help. This would help. That would be okay. The advanced docks are kind of where I want to go next. But let's do this first. Because, that'll help a lot. To have that ability, that's gonna be a bit of a game changer there. Maybe once we finally get working on this. And we're only 3 days ahead of schedule now. We've slipped because we haven't gotten any further over here. Shaft right now is deadly, which is a problem. Probably not going to have folks work there today anyway. I will go ahead and turn on work safety procedures for this. And I'm thinking... Yeah, actually we'll be okay once we get there. We've already improved safety at the machine shop. We'll eventually need to do... Well, we gotta still build a foundry. But that's a project for our future selves. Just going to stick some workers in here. Right now we're making hearty meals. How are we doing up here? Not the infirmary. Here. 191 of these to go. Okay, we're safe here. Safe here. Nothing happening here. But it's currently harmful there. We can now give speeches to increase motivation. We're doing fine on motivation right now, though. All workplaces are currently safe. And like the folks we have here, we don't really need here right now, do we? Not if I don't want to make any more profiles. Just now. We'll want more, but I don't know where we are with stuff yet. I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and take I'm going to take folks out of here. And I'm going to pull the engineers out of here, and I'm going to put folks here cooking. And hopefully this won't destroy anything. I'm going to set this workshop to 24 hours and add the engineers here. I've got 4 engineers now. And we'll see how that does. But, excellent. We now have 5 exchangers, so I'm going to make 5 more. And that'll be all I'll call for right now in case I need the steel. I've got over 100 steel now. Still, even after committing the for 5 steam exchangers. This is good. We appreciate this. I'm wondering how fast these are going to happen. Pretty fast, looks like. We might actually be able to get folks out here today. Although, we're going to have to set a protective structure down to get them going. Like, if it gets too dangerous, that's going to be a problem. It's already going to be hazardous. Or lightly hazardous, once we get that in place. So we've already automatically got that going. Be another 7 hours before we have more workers. I don't know if it's worth it to throw more people over here yet. To throw the people over here yet. Even though we're only 2 days ahead of schedule now. We need to get this going. This, then, is when we started losing our minds. It is 1300 hours is when this will conk out. I mean, they say it'll concentration will fall tomorrow, but we know what tomorrow means. Tomorrow means, you know, like the day after tomorrow, or even longer. Should I wait before I send them over? We already got the pressure valves in. We just have to work on the tower pumps, which I presume are not things we can just build. No. Okay. Okay. Executive decision. We're going to see if we can put some people here and get them working. We have like 9 workers, and we can pull some of them from over here. Where else can we pull workers from? I pull half of them from over here, there'll be like 19 workers. We can start getting the clock moving. At least a little bit, trying to keep a tiny bit ahead of schedule. We've got folks working here around the clock. I could dial that back down and get, I think, 5 people back for that. And then just sort of pull off the top for everything else. If I wanted to start work here immediately. We're looking at I'm out of time. You know what? I think for efficiency's sake, we can probably do a far better job of it tomorrow than today. I'm gonna hold off. And I'm going to have them make 5 more Steam exchangers so I can use those to boost the time and have them get a jump on it tomorrow. I know we're losing our lead, but we got to do it. I think we got to do it. I think this is the smart play. This is the smarter play. For now. Trying to think if there's anywhere else I want to double up right now, and I don't really think there is. I haven't built anything in quite a while. I'm going to need to build more stuff soon. We're starting to fill up on the amount of wood we have here. Just gonna need to build another storage facility just to hold more lumber. We may or may not need later. The smarter play is to move the Mediterranean. Would that we could. You just pull it up here. That'll take care of it, I think. And if it's not the smart play, there won't be anyone around to say that it wasn't. That's right. Very bold experiment. You know what I should do though is upgrade these docks. I've already got the upgraded docks here. When these shifts end, I really should do that. Not that that's going to help us here, where we're pulling in more coal than we can store. Apparently, on the dock. We need to up the people at this reloading station. We'll take care of that. In the meantime, just have them work around the clock until tomorrow. Maybe. Yes. Right, because we've got plenty of storage for coal right now, evidently. I'm using this for coal storage, and I could build another resource depot, I suppose. But, yeah, I think we're, yeah, upgrading the docks isn't a terrible idea, though. Even though it's, you're still bringing in more than they can handle. But we'll wait until the evening to do that. Let's see, anything else right now? No, I think we're good. We're just gonna let the next thing happen. They're at the freight terminal. Food rations, maybe. The big double doors of the warehouse are open. Inside, there's a stack of crates full of canned food with French labels. Cool. We shall explore. To the last can! As we take stock of the food supply, several workers appear and ask us if we understand their French, whether the Clève Neige is coming soon, because living here is becoming unbearable. They've been apparently waiting for their train for quite some time, sustaining themselves on canned food. And our choices are deceive them and take their food, or tell them the truth. Either we get some food rations and some problems, or tell them the truth. We will not rob these poor people. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the train's not coming. The train is never coming. We need to tell them the truth. We will not rob these poor people. Trying to exercise some degree of morality here. I mean, 136 rations is nothing to sneeze at, but we've got enough. Which English century are you from? Yes, I know. I'm not being historically accurate. But I feel as though, the great frost that is coming might also be a tad historically inaccurate as well. Morality in this economy? The hell, man? Yeah. That's the question, in it. Yeah, no, we're telling them the truth. So creepy. I really need to learn how to pronounce these things. So creepy. I can. My pronunciation, my French pronunciation is great if I'm speaking English, but alas. We told the poor Frenchmen that nobody is coming for them. They immediately started packing their food, preparing to set out. Close. I mean, there's nothing else we could do. The warehouse is deserted. Yeah. We told the poor Frenchmen nobody's coming for them. They immediately started packing their food, preparing to set out. Being immoral to your own? Completely fine. Being immoral to random strangers? Never! That's very funny. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm trying to be good to my people. I really am. But also, that generator has to get done. Okay, to the icy plateau. The railway track we follow leads towards an icebound plateau. 10 hours, let's go. Like, maybe the last unexplored spot on the map. Oh, man. Oh no! The labor union's got something to say. Council's protest. So, council representatives rouse the workers to protest your signing of official doctrine. Why are you trying to muzzle the workers' councils? A representative steps forward from a group of workers, waving the proclamation crumpled in his fist. What's the purpose of this? You're going too far. The representatives seem really agitated, but we might invite them to dine with you, so you could convince them. I'll try to win them over. 201 food rations will be spent. Or they have to get over it. Strike risk will rise for 2 days. I'll try to win them over. I mean, we've got 400 plus rations. We've got enough rations for now. Now regretting being nice to the French, are we? All right. Let's see. I'll try to win them over. Yeah, 289 rations. It's about a day. You need to, you need some more raw food coming in. Get back to normal. But maybe that'll help. Wonder if they'll serve meat. I guess boss might have some merit. Yes. Yes, that is exactly what we want you to think. I was going to have to use my ability otherwise to lower the risk of strike. It was going to go up by 2 levels, and I could only do so much. I mean, I'm getting the same food they're getting. We know what it's going to be. It's going to be, well, right now it's going to be probably venison or fish. Oh. They're at 9058. Greeting. 905. 9056. Hey, greetings. Thank you for coming. My best attempt at a phonetic representation of how to pronounce salve? Salve. Qui put translates to everyone for themselves, or save yourself if you can. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you for that. Salve qui put. Interesting. Oh, cool. So, so is in so, like sewing. Ah, yeah, I gotcha. I was thinking sow is in like, sow is in swine. Sauve qui put. Sauve qui put. Okay. Thank you. Interesting. So let me see. There were a couple of things I was going to do with this. I can't remember what. I was not going to start people working here today because that's not going to be good. But the advanced supercharge has been researched. The Steam exchangers can now advance work that much faster, which is a good job. They're my people to abuse and manipulate as I see fit. That's right. That's not true of the others. I'm going to have to stop soon. Let me see here. So we've got advanced supercharge. Safety improvements on a foundry that we haven't even started building yet. I mean, these will be great once we get there. Boosted forager carts would be fun, but I have a feeling it's not going to end up being necessary. Infirmary checklists would be good. Good. Upgraded advanced docks. 3 piles. Gathering optimization. Reloading stations 10% more efficient. Let's actually do that first. I think gathering optimization is going to trump anything else here. So we'll do that. As we work on gathering optimization. Where are they headed? They're headed to the... I think I'm going to try to go long enough for them to hit the icy plateau, and then I think I'm going to stop for the evening. Just because I'm starting to feel a little tired. We've got 3 more of these to build. So that we'll have the 5 we need to speed up production tomorrow when we get this going. And, oh, they're off work now. Well, that makes sense. But in only 4 hours, since we've got 2 teams working around the clock, we'll have gathering optimization, which is good. Are we... it's functioning, but we... You know, I have to wait until after 1800 hours to upgrade the docks with what we have. Which, you know, I'll get these 2 up to 2 piles, and then we'll eventually build 3 pile docks. Functioning, but storage near capacity. Yeah, we're full.
Work's over for today. Time to rest.
Well, let's use some of that wood then. So, upgraded docks. 60 wood, 20 steel, but here, 41 wood, 20 steel. There we go. And how are we here? Oh, are we out of... We're out of trees? Good, excellent. So let's, no gatherable resources in range. So we'll tear this down and build another one up here. And I'll see if cutting these trees down will give us access to the shipwreck. I'm guessing no, but you never know. We're dismantling the steam sawmill. And I'm just going to start building another one out here. It'd be nice to be able to, like, actually start working on having ones down here, but that's a different matter. Interesting. Yeah. I want to see what happens when we do this. I am going to need to build a street, but that's okay. I don't know if we're going to need to put another building, like, right there. I mean, eventually, maybe. Probably not right now. Just build a road. It'll be fine. Just want to gather up the rest of those trees. See if that does anything. How are we looking down here? Still got quite a bit of coal to work with. Fall tomorrow, eh? We'll see. Transport has arrived. Excellent. 11 more workers. We now have 10 homeless people because I did not plan ahead. How dare you, sir? I know. Upgraded docks. We'll start creating multiple piles of this stuff. Let's see, we need a couple more tents, because we have 10 homeless people, and, you can only do this so much. The building there will not yield us anything and destroy resources. That's great. Building there, not adjacent to a street, but they'll get the advantage of being of the church. See what we have here. Destroy resources. Get a bath. Yeah, we really need to, yeah. Okay. So this one will be here. We'll build the necessary road. And this one will be here. They'll still have, you know, access to something. And as far as the roads go, there, that's simple enough. Good, good. We have just a few more of these to make. Hopefully they'll get in early enough and do it. Yeah, actually, that should be okay, I think. Now we have a number of idle workers, which is fine. Is there anything else I want to take care of while this is going on? I mean, we're going to be done with research in a moment. There we go. Gathering optimization has been researched. So let's see. Next on the agenda, we could do advanced docks. For 3 piles we can do nothing with. Infirmary checklists would probably be a little bit better than that. Advanced Fishing Harbor is starting to look better too, just because we had to spend so much food calming the workers down. I mean, we could do those. How much for prototyping? We have enough if we want to start, you know, get a leg up on the next thing. Which won't be a lot. Here, let's see. Medical mechanization. Down here, ventilation plant integration. Don't know what that is, but it sounds exciting. High flow filters. That sounds fun and good and helpful. Down here, advanced reloading station. Advanced reloading station. Who knows what it would do? Yeah, getting the prototyping going might not be a bad idea. I think I'm going to do the infirmary checklists first. Infirmary checklists and the fishing harbor. Do we want to do those things first? Or do we desperately need to get to the next thing? The next tier. The automatic prototyping we have here. To make... I mean... if we can do this fast enough... like, it says 12 hours, but we're very efficient right now. It's 2,100 hours right now. And we have these two working around the clock. These two workshops. And we currently have no patients of any kind. So it would make sense to get the prototyping going just to make it safer, or make the ventilation plants work better. If that indeed does give that to us. We've got about a day's worth of food rations. I mean, that, it'd be, getting the fishing harbor, advancing the fishing harbor, not a bad idea, but I think this might be more urgent to get us back on track. So I think we're going to go ahead and do Tier 5 automatic prototyping. I won't regret this later at all. We'll start work on that. About 8 hours is about how long that's going to take them to get that started. Good. Oh, hey. And we can now put people back in the sawmill, so they can gather the 300 lumber. And once they do that, maybe we can get access to that steel, maybe? That'd be nice. And we're still building housing. People are heading to the pub, which is kind of helpful for morale. Okay, now we just have 2 people homeless. Once this tent is built, then they will be fine. And foragers have reached the icy plateau. Let's see what we've got. Okay. The rails are covered with ice, sometimes disappearing under it. We follow them until they are no longer visible. Track to nowhere. After the track disappeared under the ice, we followed its general direction for a couple of miles, seeing nothing on the horizon, then backtracked and fanned out, trying to find the place where the track comes back up. It seems that it does not. Where did the track lead? We might never know. That's it. We lost the track. Okay. And that's the last unexplored spot, I believe. So that being the case, I can bring them back and put them to work doing other things. Time for them to head home. I've got no other places on the map to explore. Everything has been tapped. So, 15 hours. Come back to the construction site. We'll put you to work doing something else. Because we only need the 1 team of foragers right now, really? Unless I desperately want to, set them there also so that we have a bigger stockpile. I don't know. Okay. That'll be it, won't it? Let me see. Anything else I want to do with these before I wrap things up for a bit? I think we're good. There will be more in the near future to figure out. But I think we're okay. Just look at my tree here. We're working on automatic prototyping. Once that's done, we can check out the new technologies and sort of balance things and figure that out. What else? I mean, it's obviously we're gonna get the tower pumps going. Yeah, I think that's best for. Like, do I want to try to do that before I go? No, I think we're done. I think we're good. There is a strike risk because of work safety, but that'll that would require people to be working there, one assumes. Right now it's deadly. We'll see what happens. Yes. This is good. Okay. I need to, I need to stop for a bit so that I can go and rest. I've got stuff to do tomorrow, which I'll talk about presently. I'm going to go back out to the main menu here. Okay. Let us see, let us see. So, once again, messages to my future self. I'm obviously just, once the 5th tier of research is unlocked, see what you can do there. And do your best to try to get things going at the generator construction site. I mean, that's the whole thing, but actually getting the actually working on the generator now, since you have the necessary exchangers. You have the necessary parts. See if you can get that going. Starting that up earlier rather than later would be good. Do whatever you need to safety-wise to make that happen. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, we'll be able to get everything working. It'll still be slightly hazardous for everyone there. I can't really do much about that, but we'll see. We'll see. Enjoyed the stream. Hope to see you again. Yes, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. That was very good. Yeah, it's that's very kind of you. Yeah, no, it's this game and I are going to be circling each other like in an Ahabian fashion, I think, until the end of time. Quite possibly. It's inevitable. I'm always drawn back to it. Thank you all very much for watching. So what do I have happening? Right now it is Saturday. So tomorrow I will be over on Prax's channel. That's Praxagorth Thesmophoria. And we are going to be because this is the last day of a marathon that she has going for Fisher House, for the Fisher House charity, and we're doing that. So I'm going to be there on I'm going to be there tomorrow, Sunday, doing running inspectors at 1 p.m. Eastern. And with a couple of players, with Lynn and with Prax D, and we're going to be doing a bit of ghost hunting. So looking forward to that. And that is everything until that I've got planned until Thursday. And then on Thursday, on this coming Thursday, I might, if Lucci is available and I'm feeling up to it, we might try to jump back into Planetfall. My friend Lucci and I play text adventure games when we're both available every other week, every other Thursday in the afternoons. So we might be doing that. But we've missed several sessions though, so it's things get like this as we get closer to the holidays, or the tail end of the year. But we'll see if we can do that. But Thursday nights, I am over on High Shelf Collective, playing His Majesty the Worm. That is a dungeon crawling game that focuses in part on item management and uses tarot cards, but has sort of an OSR flavor to it. And it's been nice. It's been very fun so far. We've been We are very unserious in our group. I will warn you now. But it's been a lot of fun, so we're going to be doing that. And in the meantime, if I have the time and the energy, I'm going to be trying to get back here playing more of this, more Frostpunk, and then finishing up Heroine's Quest, which I'm pretty sure we're getting closer to the end of. So that's been fun. And maybe other games. We'll see. We'll see what happens. More to come. But in the meantime, folks, we're probably gonna go say hi to somebody when we hit the end card. Feel free to hang on if you're so inclined and say hi to them with us. In the meantime, please remember that you are valid, you are unique, and that is wonderful because variety is very important and you matter. So please remember to take care of yourselves. Remember you can absolutely give yourselves grace when you need to. Take care, and I will see you all of a sudden.